I'm MJ.
Yeah?
Yep.
And you want to talk a little bit about your background first and give us kind of a 360 of your life leading up to this?
All right. So I grew up in Nebraska. I was a foster kid. I went through...
What led to your foster care?
My mom was an addict, and my dad was very abusive. And so my mom died when I was 10 from lung cancer. And we were very poor. We were living in hotels, on the street, rescue missions. And one day my dad just gave up. And he was like, I can't do it no more. I don't want to. So me and my sister went to foster care. He got his stuff together. She ended up going home. I didn't. My dad was really abusive to me. And once I was old enough to fight back, he didn't want me no more. So I went through about 15 homes in 6 or 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
15 homes in 6 years, yeah.
Yeah.
What's it like when you say that?
I always felt unwanted, or that I was the problem, or that I was just never going to like find my forever home. But today I know that like the family you make is way more important than the family you come from. So, yeah.
And how, I mean, my observation of you is this commitment to recovery.
Yeah. So
I've known you for almost 9 months now. What do we meet? Last year in March?
Year, yeah.
I remember the beginning, there was a strong commitment to recovery that was like a dedication. I mean, it's kind of amazing.
Yeah. So my path to recovery started, it started about 2 years ago. I've had some slip ups since then, but I've been an addict since I was about 15 years old. Started with methamphetamines, alcohol, pills, and then it turned into crack cocaine eventually. But I am here today with a little over 60 days clean, and I feel like this is the time I get it, you know. This class has really helped me with learning what addiction has done to my brain and like things that I can reverse. And I think that's been the key to it, you know?
Yeah. You know, the class is really focused on teaching developmental and complex trauma.
Yes.
So I'm wondering if also the class is helping you understand the impact that the traumatic experiences you've had influenced your development. Absolutely.
I feel like the class itself has been very informative for me. I love taking notes. I love like learning like what part of the brain does what and what does this. But I think like the biggest takeaway is the connection to the other girls and to you and Miss Colleen that I've had in the class. It makes me feel heard and valid, and like all these girls in this class have been through similar things to me. So I'm not alone anymore, you know? That's really helped me with my recovery path as well. You know, I always say addiction is the opposite of connection. And that's been a really big thing for me. And even today, some of the stuff we talked about how we get to grace, like the formula to grace is like shared experience, connection, empathy, healing, and then we get to grace. And that's been big for me.
Yeah, that resonated, huh?
It really did, yeah.
Does it shift your perspective on some of the childhood trauma you endured?
Absolutely.
And how you respond to that trauma?
I think that it really has shown me, like, you know, some of these ways that I act or some of the weird little things about me, like, that's a normal response to what I've been through. And it's really helped me as far as, like, you know, I've got 3 boys of my own, and now I can break those generational curses. Like, one of my friends was saying, like, being more empathetic with my kids because they don't have to bear the problems of being strong and tough and hard, and like they don't have to be that. You know, I want to give them a gentle childhood. My 4-year-old, like, it's really helped me with how I respond to his anger. You know, he's in foster care, and I remember being the angry little girl because nobody wanted me. I didn't understand why I was away from everyone, losing my mom. And so it's really helped me connect the dots to like be the adult that I needed, you know, be the mom for him that I didn't get.
That's amazing.
It really is.
You think it's essential for us to recognize our own traumatic experiences in order for us to heal that of our children?
Absolutely. I think self-awareness is the first step in making any change. Yeah. You know, you have to be aware of the problem before you can do anything about it.
Yeah.
And I think that with that comes a great responsibility. You know, like in Narcotics Anonymous, one of the things we always say is you're not responsible for your addiction, but you're responsible for your recovery. And I feel like you can bring that over to like any part of it, like my mental health. I'm not responsible for the complex trauma I endured. I am responsible for the healing from it so that I don't pass that on to my sons, so that I can be a better person, a better friend, a better sister, you know, and a better mother, of course, essentially.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so you're 27 now?
I am 27 now.
All right, so what's happening next? Well, just kind of share a little bit about your future. Where you feel like your future is going?
Man, so I feel like I'm just ready for the next chapter, you know. I left a domestically abusive relationship recently. I just got overnight visits granted so that I can see my son overnight.
60 days clean.
60 days clean and counting. About to graduate from my treatment program. And I have like this great
new job.
I have a new job, and I have like this great feeling of accomplishment, and like it just feels like a snowball. Like I can't wait to see where this goes.
Yeah.
You know, these trauma groups are definitely going to be something that I keep with me as I move forward in the future. I feel like this.
And this is your second time through the trauma program.
Yes, it is.
And what's different from the first to the second?
I think the first time I was still, I was in denial a little bit of my situation and the severity of it. I was still in that abusive relationship. I ended up going back to drugs during that period of my time. And I feel like this time has brought among like years to come of awareness, of empathy, like application of the stuff I'm learning, you know, like one of the things I feel like I've got a lot more compassion and empathy now than I did before. And
for yourself?
For myself, for others, for, you know, even the people who have wronged me. I have a lot more empathy, and like I can see where it's like their pain like cause and effect, you know, like the way that they treated me comes from that. But I also see that forgiveness comes from within, for me, like it's not for them.
Wow.
And that's like another big thing. Yeah.
Man, cool. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.